Welcome back, everyone, to The Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. Joining me right now is Dr. Margaret Towolawi. Hi.
Hi, Trae. I'm excited to be here and to be in your presence on the stage with you. Hi, hi, hi.
Hi. No, I'm excited to have you. I mean, you know, when I learned about your work and your dedication to community and the ways that you do your practice, I was so inspired. So this is like serendipitous. Not only have you written a book, but you've really stayed committed to providing a very unique way of, you know, thinking about family health care. And so just tell us a bit about your background and what got you to say, you know, I'm going to do healthcare differently.
Ooh, I love that. Thank you. How much time we got?
I know.
Okay, so I'm a family physician. A lot of people understand what that is. General doctor, take care of babies, adults. Used to deliver babies, but I stopped doing that. But I'm also a lifestyle medicine physician. That's a newer type of healthcare to most people. It's been around, I'd say, 8-9 years, and it focuses on 6 main things. Plant-based nutrition, okay, stress reduction, getting enough sleep, moving your body, reducing risky substances like alcohol and tobacco, and having healthy social connections as a way to prevent, treat, and reverse disease. So really prevention over pills is what I like to push. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, now talk about all the things in one. That's really what we need right now.
Yeah.
And I love that I've been able to spotlight some phenomenal practitioners who are thinking about health in a holistic way, which is really what you do. And so thank you, just thank you for that, because it is so needed. It is necessary. You know, because people think, oh man, you got the PhD, you could go off and do all these things. This right here is what's so needed in community. How have you been experiencing folks, you know, responding to this form of healthcare and this practice?
It is, I'm speechless at the amount of people who have caught on and supported this mission. So many people are frustrated with the traditional healthcare system, and they're showing up at my door like, look, I've had so many bad experiences. I'm tired of doing it this way. And I saw you online, or heard you speak somewhere, and I was like, yes, someone who gets it. Patients are getting tired of being pushed pills. They want to know about other options. They want to know about the power of plant foods, not just foods that we eat this way, but also supplements. Evidence-based use of supplements is what I push. I'm really into things like wellness mushrooms and adaptogens like ashwagandha. So yeah.
You know, this is what I keep hearing so much about. And I have recently really, you know, I've gone plant-based, right? Like in my eating, my diet, but also the idea that there are so many different supplements. And so I think sometimes for me, I'm overwhelmed because I'm a bit inundated, right? Like, oh my God, I was at one of my mentors' house and she just had all of these, and she's like, I'm gonna make you a green drink, a green smoothie. And it was like, what is all of this? Like, I don't even know what this is. There's so many things. So sometimes people really need that guide. But also, you've made something for young folks in this amazing book. Tell us about this journey of your work and how you're bringing this out to young folks and families.
I love that. Yeah, so I wrote a book called Ayomide and Shay's Kitchen, a kid's guide to plant-based nutrition from A to Z. And the main characters are actually my kids, Ayomide and Shay, who are 5 and 8 now. But when I wrote the book, my oldest, Ayomide, he was 5 and a half, and he actually came up with the cover design, which is pretty amazing. It's got fruits and veggies floating around their heads. But, you know, I'll be honest with you, seeing patients for years who have diabetes, prediabetes, high blood pressure, all the things, right? It hit me, the food, if I can get people at a younger age to understand how our food has the power to really help us steer our health in the right direction, then I would have really helped save people from seeing me as adults who have these chronic diseases. So I thought, let me write a book aiming it towards kids, but really targeting families. Because if you were to look at the book, I started off kind of slow, like A's for apple. Then I started getting into things like fiber and glucose to really help kids understand why it's important to eat this way, right? It's not just like a basic book, to be honest with you. It seems that way at first, but I really get into the nitty gritty. Talk about iron, I talk about cultural nods like jollof, things like that. Because a lot of Black kids don't see themselves in books like this. And as a mama, as a proud Black woman, as a doctor, I thought, let me show people that I can literally put kids in it, my own kids, you know, and have them show you how to eat this way. So I've had parents come up to me and say, you know, after reading the book, my kid wanted to try ube for the first time, or try quinoa for the first time, or what's jollof? Let's go try that out. So it's been really awesome to hear that.
Well, this is also a way to, as you said, really usher in a new way of thinking about what you're putting in your body.
Yes.
And that is where we don't do enough of that in Western culture.
Right.
We don't talk enough about it. And I think we do. We see the effects of it throughout our adult lives. Right. And even young children are experiencing things like heart disease and diabetes and all of these kinds of issues that really can be transformed by the way that they approach the foods that they're taking into their body. So just huge thank you.
Yes.
How are you receiving folks now when it comes to the book? We talked about receiving your wellness practice. How are you receiving like families talking about this amazing book?
Yeah, it's been awesome. You know, I've had the opportunity to be on Look, Listen, and Learn TV with Val and talk about and do recipes. I've been in 3 library systems, so Seattle Public Library, King County Public Library, and Snow Owl. So even if you can't purchase the book, it's there for you. That was really important for me, to have the book be accessible to people regardless of whether or not they can pay for the book, right? And then through the Northwest African American Museum, they've purchased the book through their Knowledge is Power program and give it away to kids. So that has been my dream, to be able to have organizations get behind the book, buy it in bulk from me directly, right? And then give it away for free, right? So yeah, it's been wonderful.
Dr. Towolawi, I'm just so impressed by all the things that you're doing. You know, thank you for finding the time to lead with your heart and care for the community. It is so necessary. And so I'm just grateful. I'm definitely gonna be trying to figure out how to get the, well, you said you're giving me that one. So
this is yours.
I'm already in there. I'm already in there. But you know what? Thank you so much for coming on today to share what you're doing so that people know about not just your existence, but the ways that you're continuing to pour into community. Fantastic. And I'm so inspired.
Thank you
so
so much.
Of course, if folks want to get the book, look right there. Let them know how they purchase.
All right. So head to margarettowolawimd.com. My first name, my last name, MargaretTowolawimd, medicaldoctor.com, where you'll find the books, links to my medical practices, Nurture Well Center, and SkinStat MD. And if you want to get in contact with me, email's there as well. There we go.
Oh my God, all the things in one place. Fantastic. Look, doing skincare too. I just don't know how you do. I just don't know how you do it all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Y'all, I'm just so inspired. Y'all know it. I'm going to work to continue this inspiration because it ain't going to be on me. We're going to pass the mic to young Sky Dior and Kat with her upcoming song about the importance of Black History Month. This is definitely something that's going to set it off on fire. Y'all stay tuned after this short break. You're watching The Day with Trae.